2009 Lafayette Jefferson Broncos. Tonight the Broncos host the Rossville Hornets, and this game's been going on over 40-some years. I don't know the exact. It's about ready to get this game underway. Tip controlled by the Broncos.
Troy Ashley, the sophomore.
Yep. Shot by Robinson is good. So Roddy Robinson doesn't mess around here, Jade.
Roddy Richardson.
Richardson takes his first three and hits it. The Broncos are on top 3-0. There's a shot up and good by Aaron Martin for Rossville. So he matches a 3 and a 3, and we're tied up here.
Martin is a talented player, Coach. He's going to a Division I school.
Shot up, no good. Rebound by Aaron Martin. And he looks like he's going to come down and take another three, and he does, and he hits it. So I tried to call Slick Leonard about boom, baby, but I better not use that, Jade. As Rossville's on top 6-3 here, and all everybody's done is shoot threes. Looks like we got a foul.
Very fouled hard.
Yep. We got a foul number 30. That's Aaron Martin, his first, team's first. Broncos will take it out of bounds on the baseline. Looks like it's going to be controlled by Zach Keener. He gets it into Barry. Barry takes a three. It's good. So we're 4 for 4 on both teams on three-point shooting. It's tied up 6-6. We're just underway here in the first quarter. 7 minutes to go. Here's Sadler. Here's a shot again by number 43. That's Brandon Evans up and no good. The Broncos come down. Richardson, here's a shot again by Barry, is up and good. Holy cow, is this going to be a tonight? Were we going for 100 points or what here?
Well, the Broncos came close to 100 points last year.
We'll 99. See if somebody will take a 2-point shot as the Hornets throw it out of bounds. That ball thrown out of bounds by Brian Evans. Whenever I hear that name, Brian Evans, I always think of Brian Evans for the Hoosiers. So yeah, I know he graduated years ago, but he can shoot the three. Here's Richardson over to Ashley. Ashley back over to Barry. Here's a three by Richardson. Good.
Long-range three.
And he's got two threes. Barry's got 2 threes. It's 12-6. Here's a shot up by number 21, Kendall Sadler for Rossville. And this is unbelievable, Jay. Nobody's taking a 2-point shot here. It's 12-9.
2-point shot in this game, Lou. Both teams have very aggressive defense. The first 2-point shot is good by Richardson.
Richardson finally takes a 7-foot shot from the baseline. It's 14-9. 5:51 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Sadler. He gets it stolen. Here goes Barry up for the layup, and it's good, and a foul. That foul committed by Travis Perkins of Rossville as he slapped in there.
Getting very fired up with the whole team.
Unbelievable, the 3-point shooting in this game. It's just, I mean, they just started out shooting threes and haven't quit. 16-9, the bucket's good by Barry as he's going to make a and one here. 5:41 to go in the first quarter. Sweet Lou and Jade Washburn here on Jeff 92.
Barry drains the free throw.
Free throw good by Barry. Makes the score 17-9. As Rossville's on the attack, Martin gets over to Sadler. He loses it, and we got a kick ball inside the paint. Taken out of bounds by the Hornets. It's going to be triggered in by Brian Evans. Evans gets it into Wright. Here's a shot up by Sadler. Is good. A 3-point shot by Kendall Sadler. I think that's his second three-pointer. 17-12. Here's Richardson. Up and no good.
Broncos maintain possession.
Yeah, look, there was a Rossville kid climbing his own player's back and it went out of bounds off the Hornets. So it's going to be triggered in by Keener of the Broncos on the baseline. 5:13 to go. 17-12. Lafayette Jeff on top. There's a steal by Sadler. He's in the baseline. He's going for a layup, loses it. Now a pass inside on the baseline and score by Brian Evans. And it's 17-14, and the Rossville Hornets are hanging in there as Coach Bunnell wants a timeout here. Not sure where he's going to take, a full or a 30. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we got a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here on Jeff 92. Again, the stat crew here from Lafayette Jeff will get us some stats here as soon as we can, but the shooting's just been unbelievable. Barry's got the ball in. Here's a shot by Richardson again, up and a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Sadler. He's going in for a layup, and it's tapped out of bounds by Jesse Berry. One thing you can't teach is speed, and these Broncos have got a lot of speed.
Both teams have incredibly quick defense. They're so
a real up-tempo game. Here's Perkins going to the baseline, a 10-footer up and good. So Travis Perkins for the Hornets. They get in within 1 point here, 17-16. Barry over to Ashley. Ashley back over to Richardson. Richardson can't get a three-pointer off right now, but Barry can, and he's going to take more than probably about a 27-footer up and no good, and the Broncos have gone cold from the three-point line. Here's Martin. He's going to take a three-pointer, and it's good. And the Hornets of Rossville have taken the lead here by a score of 19-17.
Lou, the Broncos seemed overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to work the ball here. Richardson passes over to Ashley. He's got it. Now over to Barry. Barry trying to look into Shane White, up and no good. Now over to... Oh, we got a traveling violation called on Barry. Richardson, excuse me. First turnover for the Broncos. And the Hornet crowd is really hooping it up here as they lead by a score of 19-17. 3:52 to go here in the first period. Going to have a substitution for the Broncos.
Nick Stacy, number 22, sophomore, getting ready to go in.
Whoop, Sadler slipped on the floor, out of bounds off of, looks like it's off of Keener's hands, out of bounds, so the Hornets will regain possession.
Nick Stacy, number 22, again in for Troy Ashley.
Stacy, a sophomore, 5'11",
getting
guard.
His first varsity minutes.
Wow. Well, I know Coach Bundle said he was going to play a lot of players in this one. Here's a move by Martin. Up. Can't get a shot off. In trouble is Evans. Evans gets it over to Sadler. Sadler going to drive the basket. Up and no good. We got a scramble for the ball. It looks like we got a foul on Keener, number 40.
Coach, Lou, the noise level is growing here in Crawley Stadium.
Yeah, we've got a really nice crowd for the first game. They haven't got the upper seats folded out. At least on the behind us they do, but on the other side they don't. The Hornets on the attack again. Perkins. He gets it over to Sadler. Sadler in trouble. He's going to lose it. There's a scramble for the ball. Shot up and good by Brian Evans as the Hornets extend their lead 21-17 here. 3:10 to go here in the first period here at the Crawley Center. Broncos on the attack. Barry going in for a layup. Looks like he's fouled, and he is.
And one. That's just what the Broncos needed, Lou.
Nice layup there as Travis Perkins got up in the air, tried to block that shot by Barry, and made body contact, so the bucket was good. The Broncos closed within two here, 21-19.
Hornets have some substitutions now. Dustin Griffey in, as well as Ross Deirdre.
So we got Griffey, 24, in for the Hornets. Free throw up and good by Barry. That makes the score
21-20.
The Hornets 21-20. Sadler, pointer. Looks like it goes out of bounds off of the Broncos. The Hornets will gain possession. It's going to be triggered in by Griffey. Dustin Griffey, the substitution just in.
He'll take the ball.
Sadler looking for a three, and he does take it right in front of the Jeff Bench and gets an air ball. Shane Wyatt gets the rebound for the Broncos. Over to Richardson. Richardson cross half court. Now we got a traveling violation on Nick Stacy. Tried to make a move too quick and moved his feet there, so 2:43 to go here in the first period. 21-20. The Rossville Hornets over the Lafayette Jefferson Broncos. Here's Sadler making a move. Can't go anywhere. There's a three-point shot up and no good by Griffey, just in there. Here's Barry going to the basket. Probably should have been a charging foul, but the Hornets didn't get the call as Barry got a 2-point layup there.
Regain the lead, do the Broncos.
22-21 now. Here's Sadler, behind the back pass. No good. Richardson headed down the middle of the key. Over to Wyatt. Wyatt's in the paint. Goes up and no good. This game, not much offense. Here's a three-pointer shot. No good by Martin. Wyatt with a rebound for the Broncos. This is like an NBA game here, Jay.
It really is, Lou.
We need to get one or both of these teams to settle down. Here's Barry with a three. It's good. So Barry from downtown now, 25-21. Here's a move made by Martin for the Hornets. Into Sadler for a layup as he gets by Keener. That closes the gap, 25-23. Broncos still on top. Minute and a half to go here in the first period. Richardson over to Barry. Barry going to take another three-pointer. Up and no good. There's Keener with a rebound, and we got a foul on the floor. Looks like it's on Sadler. Kendall Sadler, the point guard for the Hornets. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Hornets.
More substitutions.
Go ahead with the substitutions there, Jay.
We have 32, Christian Eagley, and 43, Brian Evans.
So we got Evans back in. I think he was a starter earlier. Keener keys it in to Barry on the baseline here. Now we're at the top of the key. Broncos leading by 2. Over into Wyatt. Wyatt makes a move to the paint, and the ball is stolen.
He mishandled that ball, Lou.
Yep. Ball stolen by number 23 for the Rossville Hornets, and we'll get his name here in a second. They did have some changes. Scramble on the floor, and we got a foul on Nick Stacy. A little bit too close. A little bit too close to number 32 for Kristen Egley for the Hornets. 59 seconds to go here in the first period. 25-23 Broncos. There's an over and back call on the Hornets. So the Broncos will take it out at half court. 57 seconds. Broncos leading by a score of 25-23, and this has just been a wild game so far here in the first period. I'm sure the Broncos are not going to hold for one, Jay.
No, they will not.
Working the offense. Here's Wyatt with a 15-footer up and no good.
That shot usually goes for him, Lou.
So he did have some resemblance of some offense there. Here Evans in a little bit of problem. Now he gets it back out. Gets it over to Egley. Egley dribbling around. We got it. Said it was off Richardson's shoe out of bounds. I'm not sure about that call right in front of the Bronco bench, and Coach Bunnell gives an opinion to the official. 31 seconds to go here. We're going to have a substitution. Troy Ashley back in for the Broncos.
They changed their minds. He's back on the bench now.
Yeah, I guess he just they tooted the buzzer, but he's going back to the bench. So, we got a foul on Keener. A little bit too close there at the baseline. Zach Keener. It's going to be out of bounds. Third team foul on the Broncos. 3 team fouls on the Broncos. 4 team fouls on the Hornets here. 25-23, 30 seconds to go.
Inbound
stolen by Barry. Barry headed down over to Richardson for a three-pointer. A little bit short. But Stacy gets a rebound, and then it's out of bounds off a Hornet. So the Broncos will gain possession here with 21 seconds. Again, I think they'll hold for one, Jade.
Yeah.
I think Coach Bunnell, you can hear him hollering there.
Yeah.
They may slow this down a little bit. 21 seconds to go. Broncos up by 2. Richardson way out on the top of the key. Slowing it down here. He's being hounded by Brian Evans. Now over to Barry. Barry with a three-pointer up and no good. I thought maybe they would hold. It's going to be a layup by Egley. He's up and no good, but there's going to be a foul on Keener, and that's going to be Keener's second foul here in the first period. He tried to swipe that on the layup, but up and no good. It's going to be Kristen Egley coming off the bench here for the Hornets with 4 seconds to go. He's going to shoot 2, and if he hits these, he can tie this game up. First free throw up and no good. Again, this has been a wild first period. We had six or seven three-pointers up and sunk them all to start the ball game here. Second one up and no good. Here's a shot up and no good by... We got 23, and we got to figure out that 23, who that is.
411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Crawley Center.
Welcome back, basketball fans, to Crawley Center.
Jeff Luzatter along with Jade Washburn as we're back with second quarter action as the score is Broncos 25 and the Hornets 23 as Barry throws it out of bounds. I've got 3 turnovers for the Broncos right now.
Colin Beltink, a sophomore, number 30, enters the game.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how he's going to do, quarterback of the football team for Lafayette Jeff. So here's Sadler for the Hornets. He gets it into Evans. Evans got a 2-pointer good.
Ties the game.
25-25, 7:26 to go here in the second period. Here's a shot up and no good by Stacy. Rebound by Wyatt, up and no good. Here's Sadler again. Sees an open man. Still can't get that 23, whoever that is, for Ben Ummel.
Ben Ummel.
They have to get that. Traveling violation called on Richardson. Roddy Richardson tried to get a 10-footer up, but he traveled. So no basket. Again, the game tied. 7:09 to go here in the second period. Ball bringing up by Kendall Sadler. 5'9" senior for the Hornets. He gets it into Martin, and Martin travels. So we've got turnovers turned in by both teams here in the start of this second period. Game tied 25. Here's Barry. Jesse looking to make a move over to Richardson. He's going to take a 30-footer, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, tried to get to Wyatt, but Sadler gets it for the Hornets as he is at the top of the key. They headed over to Evans. Evans looking for a 3-pointer, but he drives to the basket, and he's fouled by Shane Wyatt. Really surprised Wyatt didn't take a charge there, Jade.
I am too, Coach. He's a big guy.
So Brian Evans, a 6'3" senior for the Hornets, will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 6:40 to go here in the second period. The game tied 25 apiece. Evans shot up and good. I haven't kept track of the lead changes, but I'm sure right here early we'll probably get a lot of them, Jade.
Back and forth.
I know we've had a few already. Second free throw up and good by Evans. 27-25, 6:40 to go. Here's Richardson over to Barry. Barry at the top of the key, going to make a move now over to Richardson. He drives the baseline, gets it into Wyatt, but we got a reach-in foul called on Tyler Wright of the Hornets. 15 fouls on the Hornets. First foul on Wright. It's going to be triggered in by
Belting as Richardson
takes a shot up and no good. And again, a pickup by Stacy up and no good, and we got a traveling violation. And that's not very well received by the Hornet fans over in their corner.
And there are quite a few.
Yeah, we got a lot of boos there. We got Boltnick triggered it in from the baseline. He gets it into Barry. Barry being well defended. Shot up and no good by Barry. No foul. It's out of bounds. And again, the Hornet fans thought maybe there might have been an offensive foul, but it's not. Boltnick, again, triggering in. He gets it into Richardson. Richardson into Wyatt. Wyatt's going to make a move in the paint. Shoot up and no good. Keener with a rebound. He shoots up and no good.
Well, that was Belting.
Or Belting, excuse me. Martin make a move, and he loses it. Here's Richardson. He's going to go all the way, and it's tipped away from him. Nice defensive play by Sadler. And we've got a foul on number 22, Nick Stacy, for the Broncos. So again, this second period is not so many threes, but really a lot of high-tempo action here. Quite a few turnovers. We've got a substitution, Jade.
Substitution, Troy Ashley going in for Nick Tracy, and Jason Washington, the big man, sophomore, going in for Shane Wyatt.
Yeah, I was anxious to see Jason Washington, 6'3", sophomore for the Broncos.
He's got a lot of talent, Lou. Also, for the Hornets, Dylan Goshnauer.
We got Ross Deerdoff in there too for the Hornets. Sadler again running the show for the. Almost throws it out of bounds. Then he gets it. He does lose it out of bounds. So Sadler had a tough time there. 5'9" senior for the Hornets. Broncos are going to key the ball in. Olin Bolton again to Barry. Barry's going to make a move. He's at the top of the key. Can't do anything. Richardson, he's looking for a three. Going to get Richardson, shut up. No good by Barry. Barry gets his own rebound, but he's going to be fouled underneath the basket. That foul's going to go against number 23 for the Hornets. That's Ben Hummel. That's going to be the 16th foul. Each team has 16 fouls here in the second period. Barry, 2 free throws here. First one up and good. Like we got another substitution for the Hornets. It looks like Dustin Griffey, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
24.
Dustin Griffey as Barry for his second free throw that can tie the game.
Up and no good by Barry. 27 for Rossville, 26 for the Broncos. 5:20 to go here in the second period. Shut up by Martin, no good. Sadler gets it over to Deerdorf, and he scores. 29-26. As the Hornets are hanging tough here, leading by 3 here with 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Here's Barry looking to make a move. He does. 3-point shot up and good. And just like that, that three-pointer ties the game, Jade.
Yep. Barry will do that all night long.
Here's Martin trying to make a move. Over to Griffey. Here's a shot by Sadler up. A three-pointer, no good. And holy cow, did Richardson get up on that one. Here's Barry making a move. He's going to get a blocking foul called on Kendall Sadler. Just didn't get there enough in time. I don't think he was in the act of shooting. We'll wait and see. Yeah, he is not in the act of shooting, but the 17th foul called on the Hornets, so it's a 1 and bonus. Well, just like Coach Bunnell said, Jade is playing a lot of players.
A lot of players.
Shot up and good by Barry.
Broncos regain the lead with that free throw.
30-29, 4:35 to go here. Lafayette Jeff over the Rossville Hornets in the opening game of the 08-09 season. Second free throw good by Barry. 31-29. Substitution now for Rossville. Number 32, Kristen Egley back in. And here comes Egley to run the point. Going to give Sadler a little bit of rest. Here's Egley being hawked by Barry. Now it's over to Griffey. Griffey over to Martin. Martin trying to make a move. He's underneath the basket. He's in the paint and in trouble and called for traveling. So Brian Evans called for traveling for the Hornets. Hadn't really made that many turnovers. I think there's probably less than 10 on both teams now, but 4:17 to go, 31-29. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. Barry, top of the key. Over to Richardson. Richardson, a three-pointer. Long one. Follows his shot, though. He goes, drive to the basket, shot in the paint is good. So Roddy Richardson makes a heck of a move there, Jade.
That was a very agile move by Roddy Richardson.
Here's a move by Martin. Layup no good. Richardson with a rebound.
Richardson playing with a lot of emotion right now as he takes it up to the top of the key.
Looks like a traveling violation there called on Troy Ashley. Trying to shake and bake a little bit. 3:43 to go. Broncos on top, 33-29. Here's Egley. Shot up and no good by Martin. Rebound. Whoop, looks like we got a foul there on Egley. Tried to go in for the rebound, and he fouled Boltnick.
Well, this game certainly has settled down a little bit from the first quarter, hasn't it, Lou?
Well, we haven't got as many threes, and we got Shane Wyatt back in for Jason Washington. Jason played a nice floor game in there, giving Shane a little bit of a rest.
Belting for 1-1.
He
in and out.
Everybody thought that was 2 shots there. I'm glad you said 1-1, Jay, because I don't think the players knew. Here, actually, pretty good defense. It looks like it got a 5-second violation called on Kristen Egley of the Hornets. So a good bit of defense there by Troy Ashley of the Broncos.
That's that quick D we've been talking about by the Broncos.
Well, you get that 5-second count close to the guard. You got to be within 6 feet. That's a great bit of defense there on the part of the Broncos. Now we got Barry at the top. He gets it over to Richardson. Richardson back to Barry. Barry's going to take a 3, up and no good. Rebound by Martin. He's going to go coast to coast here, making a move toward the basket. Having trouble in the paint.
Belting
taken away by Belting over to Barry. Barry going for a layup, and it looks like we're going to get a reach-in foul on Kristen Egley for the Hornets. That's going to be the 9th team foul. Probably still be a 1 in bonus because he was not in the act of shooting. So Barry going to the line for 1-1 here. 2:52 to go. The Broncos on top, 33-29. To keep this foul up, we're going to be shooting free throws a lot in the second half, Jade.
Yeah, and that'll certainly add to the score.
So again, 2:52 to go. A little bit of discussion with the official and the coach from the Hornets, Michael Gick. Free throw up and good by Barry. Going to have substitution for the Hornets. Tyler Wright in. Going to give Ross Deerdorf a rest. Barry up for his second free throw. If he hits this, put the Broncos up by 6 points here, and it is 2:52 to go, 35-29 Broncos. The Hornets on the attack, and we got a timeout by Michael Gick of the Hornets. So we're 2:47 to go, 35-29, Broncos on top. We're going to take this time at Life Insurance Company and Lafayette Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. Without their sponsorship, we wouldn't be on the air here. So we're back to action, 2:40 to go. The Broncos are leading 35-29. Shot up and no good by Evans of the Hornets. Broncos on the attack now. Barry looks like he's going in for a layup. No, up and no good. Wide up and no good. And there's Evans for the Hornets. He mishandles it. Oh, there's a scramble on the floor. This game's getting awfully wild here, Jade.
Very physical. Both teams.
You got bodies flying all over the floor here. It's like we're going to have a foul on number 10. That's Troy Ashley for the Broncos. 7th team foul as the Hornets are going to shoot free throws here. Egley, Kristen Egley, first shot up and good. Here's the bonus shot, 35-30, 2:18 to go. Lafayette Jeff over the Rossville Hornets in the opening game of the 2008-2009 basketball season. Second free throw up and no good. And somebody did block out for the Broncos. Shot up and no good by Wright, but he can't hit the 2-footer. Here's the Broncos on the attack. Barry over to Richardson, and he's tripped up by Kristen Egley.
He went right to the floor on that.
Well, 3 fouls on Egley here. I think they may have had them all here in the second period, Jade. Up and down tempo here in this opening game of the season. Roddy Richardson's first free throw up and good. And if you hadn't heard, Brandon Williams broke some team rules and is on a 3-game suspension. He will not be able to play till the second game of the JNC Hoops Classic. Stay tuned for that. Next Monday, first game at 6 o'clock here on Jeff 92.
As 30, Aaron Martin travels. He mishandled it. And the Broncos regain possession with 2:02 left in the second period. Broncos on top, 37-30.
Here's Barry on the attack. A little shake and bake into the paint up, and he's going to get called for a charging foul. And Jesse's going to have to watch for that because those guys are going to be down there in the paint just like they do in the NBA, waiting for him to get up in the air, and then they're going to go under him and get called for a charging foul.
That's right, Lou. They're just waiting for him to make that move. Sometimes it works for him, and obviously this time it didn't.
1:52 to go here, 37-30. Lafayette Jeff on top. Hornets with the ball, they lose it. Got a jump ball, and it looks like the possession arrow is towards Lafayette Jeff. So 1:44 to go, 37-30. Broncos on top and on the attack here in the second period.
Second period's been more about defense than it has offense, Lou.
Yeah, well, you haven't had as many three-pointers shot. Barry on the attack, over to Richardson. Richardson looking into Wyatt. He's at the top of the key. Barry going to take a three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Evans of the Hornets. Again, over to Hummel. Hummel up and no shot up, blocked by Shane Wyatt. Another shot up, blocked by Evans. Wyatt comes up the rebound, so a couple shots in the paint by the Hornets, up and no good. Here's Barry again. We got a reach-in foul in the act of shooting. We got Ben Hummel on a foul. I think Ben Hummel and Matt Hummel are got to be brothers, I would think. Small a town as Rossville is, I'm sure those guys are brothers. Ben and Matt. Jesse Barry at the free throw line. 1:05 to go here in the first half. First free throw up and good by Barry. 38-30 now. Lafayette Jeff on top of the Rossville Hornets.
Lou, this will probably be the most aggressive minute of basketball you'll see here before the half as Barry makes his second free throw.
39-30 now. Lafayette Jeff on top. Here's Martin trying to make a move in the baseline. Shot up and good by Ben Hummel as the Hornets close within 7 points here as we're under a minute to go here in the first half. Broncos on the attack. Here's Barry toward the baseline. He gets it over to Shane Wyatt. Wyatt to Richardson. Richardson, top of the key, back over to Barry. Barry making a move to the basket, up and good. A little shake and bake there, wasn't it, Jade?
Amazing what he can do with the basketball. As Richardson comes up with a steal.
He's going in for a shot up and good. So two quick buckets by the Broncos as they extend the lead now, 43-32. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Martin, where the Hornets can't do anything with the ball. Over to Hummel. It looks like they're going to hold for one here with 15 seconds to go.
They want the last shot.
Here's a shot up by Martin, blocked by Shane Wyatt. That's the second consecutive time the Hornets have been down court and got blocked by Shane Wyatt. Here's a shot by Barry, up and no good. And climbing the back by the Broncos is number 30, Colin Boltnick. So we got 0.7 seconds to go here in the first half.
Put up a prayer here for the Rossville Hornets.
We're going to have number 34, that's Tyler Wright, going to the free throw line as Boltnick climbed his back on a rebound with 0.7 seconds to go, and the Broncos leading by a score of 43-32. And we've got multiple substitutions here for the Hornets. Ross Deerdorf coming into the game. Also have Brian Evans back in the game. We're going to shoot two free throws. First one up and no good. And a shot up and no good by the Hornets as the first half comes to an end here. So we've completed 16 minutes of play here in this first, at least 1.5 or twice that at the door. As we start the second half, left to right, the Hornets on the attack. Number 30, it's Aaron Martin. He takes a shot up and good. So that closes the gap, 43-34 now. Broncos still on top. Barry on the attack for the Broncos. Over to Richardson. Richardson back to Barry. Barry driving to the basket, gets the ball stolen. Keener picks up the loose ball, and we've got a jump ball. And it's going to belong to the Broncos.
Starting five back in here for the Broncos as we resume the second half.
Looks like the same for the Hornets. We'll see. Broncos on the attack. Here's Berry with a 3, up and good. So Jesse Berry has not let up at all right now. He has 32 points.
And that's exactly why right there.
Looks like we got a foul on Berry as a shot was taken by Kendall Sadler trying to get a pass. Ball going to be placed out of bounds. Going to be keyed in by Brian Evans of the Hornets. He gets it into Aaron Martin. Martin being hawked. It looks like he traveled, but he didn't. Rebound by Shane Wyatt. He gets it over to Richardson, over to Berry. Berry fakes, drives to the basket. Is good. So it's the Jesse Berry show here right now.
It certainly is. With a steal by Rodney Richardson as they bring it back up the court.
Yep, Kendall Sadler did get up that high enough. There's Rodney Richardson. Wyatt up with a putback is good. We got a timeout called by Coach Michael Gick as this game may be getting away from him. They were trailing 12. Now they're trailing by 16 right here on Jeff 92. We'll have all the action for you. Hornets back out on the attack. Sadler with almost a traveling violation there by Martin. Shot up and no good by Martin. Shane White with a rebound. He gets it over to
Troy Ashley.
Ashley. He's got a daughter named Ashley. I should know that name. Ashley over to Berry. Berry driving the basket. Shot up and no good. Rebound by Martin for the Hornets. He gets it to Sadler, the point guard. He's going to drive the basket. Stolen by Rodney Richardson. He's going up for a layup. Is up and good. 16 points now for Richardson. 52-34 in this game. Slowly getting out of the Hornets' realm here. This game may stretch out here.
Yeah, the Broncos have come out very strong.
Shot up and no good by Sadler. Shot up again by Travis Perkins, up and no good. He tries to get the rebound. Berry gets it, goes coast to coast, tries to do a dunk, up and no good. Berry gets his rebound, up and good. And we've got a foul. So Berry takes a shot.
Gets up
and
slowly.
He is fouled. Yeah, it looks like he's okay. The foul's on Tyler Wright for Rossville. So the bucket's good. The free throw here for Jesse Berry. And Jay, this guy's putting on a show, man. I'm telling you.
He is, Lou. He's nearly acrobatic as he goes to the basket for some of those.
Yeah, he's just doing the shake and bake moves, and he's got that one, like we mentioned earlier, free throw up and good.
Berry maybe more upset about missing that dunk than anything else.
Shot up and no good. Blocked. Shot up and no good by Martin. Here's Berry again. He's going to the basket. Shot up and 2 points is good.
Barry and Richardson still the only two to score for the Broncos in this game, Lou.
And there's nobody can stop Barry as he commits a foul there, reach-in foul on Sadler for Rossville, the point guard. Second team foul on the Broncos here in the third period. Broncos leading 57-34. We have 5:15 to go here in the third period.
They're on a 14-2 run, the Broncos are. Barry having quite a few of those.
Here's Sadler. Over to Martin. Martin loses the ball. And again, it's stolen by Richardson. He gets it to Keener. Up and good.
Hey, what do you know? Another Bronco.
We got another Bronco scoring in this game.
Never thought I'd see it.
And we've got, looks like an injury timeout. Number 30 for the Rossville Hornets. Aaron Martin looks like he got an elbow on the side of his head there. Not enough for Coach Gick to come on the floor, but it looks like Martin's really hurting. So the Broncos leading 59-34, exactly 5 minutes to go in the third period. Sweet Lou, Jeff Luzader with Jade Washburn here bringing you play-by-play action on the voice of the Broncos, Jeff 92, Student Run Radio. And there's a foul by
Troy Ashley.
Yeah. Second team foul, second foul on Ashley, third team foul on the Broncos. Rossville's committed one. 59-34. Here's a shot by Martin. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound up and good.
Barry takes it out to the wing.
Tyler Wright with that putback. Here's a Richardson with a three-point basket.
With a man in his face.
19 points now for Richardson. Nope, we got a reach-in foul. Looks like it's going to be on Barry again, I'm thinking. Nope, 4-0. Zach Keener with that reach-in foul. Going to have a substitution for the Broncos.
Belton
Colin Belt again. 4:23 to go. 62-36. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. Here's Sadler going for a left-handed layup, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like it's going to get Ashley again. Got him in the act of shooting. Third team foul on Troy Ashley.
Kendall Sadler goes for the line for two.
Mr. Sadler got acquainted over at the Family Sports Center, and he's quite a nice young man. Helps out keeping the scorebook for the junior high games over at Rossville. Do some officiating over there. First free throw up and rolls in there. 62-37.
He had to wish that free throw in.
Well, you know those shots, we get that backward spin on the ball. When it hits the rim there, it goes the other way, and that's a sign of a good shooter. Second free throw gets nothing but net. 62-38, 4:20 to go here in the third period. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. Barry double-teamed to the corner. Gets it into Ashley. Ashley over to Wyatt. Wyatt makes a shake-and-bake move. He gets fouled in the act of shooting. That foul's going to be on Tyler Wright of the Hornets. So Shane Wyatt. No points in this game, but hoping to get a couple of free throws here with 4:10 remaining in the third period. Jade said we've only had 3 players score points.
Hey, make it 4.
Yeah, we got 4 in the scoring column now.
First free throw is good.
Shane, second free throw up and no good. Aaron Martin on the attack, gets it over to Evans. Evans back over to Martin. He takes a three-pointer up, no good. There's Shane Wyatt. I'd like to see them pull him rebounds, Jade.
Well, he's doing a great job of that tonight, Lou, as we talked about earlier, replacing Broderick Lewis.
Here's Barry, tries to make a move. Stolen. There's Sadler for the Hornets. Pass into Wright. He's got a layup. So 63-40 now. 3:36 to go here in the third period. Is that streak you talk about for the Broncos down by the wayside now? I think the Hornets have scored 2 straight buckets here.
They have.
Ashley over to Barry. Barry going for a layup. Up and no good. Wild shot. Sadler with the rebound. He's going to get a layup up and no good. Perkins tried to get the rebound, and Sadler gets another putback. 63-42. 3:08 to go. Barry, double team into Ashley. Ashley fakes. Baseline layup up and blocked by Martin. Pass down and bucket good by Travis Perkins, as 6 straight points now scored by the Hornets here. 63-44, 2:52 to go. Here's Barry with a 15-footer up and good. Timeout. Looks like it's called by the Broncos. 65-44, 2:42 to go. We're going to take a 30-second break. Called the timeout just after a bucket. Rossville on the attack now. Kendall Sadler, their point guard. Man-to-man defense by the Broncos. Gets the ball into Martin. Martin has it stolen by Keener. Keener all the way over to Ashley. Ashley fakes, shot up, and good.
Nice fake by Ashley, the sophomore, getting his first points tonight.
Yeah, I think before there in the first half, he got called for traveling a couple times. 67-44 Broncos. Sadler shot up and before the shot, says the official. So Sadler will probably get the ball out of bounds. That's going to be the 16th foul called on the Broncos. The Hornets will be shooting free throws here on the next foul. as we get a substitution for the Broncos. Nick Stacy in for Ashley. Ball going to be keyed in by Brian Evans of the Hornets. He gets into Sadler, shot up and good, and we got a foul on the Broncos. Nick Stacy goes over the back of Sadler. Bucket's good, and one's coming up. 67-46. 2:17 to go here in the third period. Substitution for the Hornets. Dustin Griffey comes into the contest.
Hornets are now in the bonus after that foul by Stacy.
Sadler had 8 points at halftime. He's going to get and one here, and he gets nothing but net. 67-47. Broncos on top. 2:17 to go here in the third period.
Hornets,
and there's a ball thrown away by Keener for Lafayette Jeff. Nobody touched it, so the ball's going to be back on the baseline. Ball being keyed in by Griffey. Shot up by Sadler, no good.
Dangerous pass into the paint as Jesse Berry takes it out on the wing. Drives in, gets a quick two. Sadler to Martin, coming back up the court for the Rossville.
Thanks, Jade. Took up a little bit cold today. Martin with the ball. Shot up and no good. A three-point basket. Here comes
rebound.
Keener. Now over to, Keener back over to Richardson. He's going to take a 30-footer. A three-pointer is good. I got Richardson with 21 points, so we got 21 points for Richardson and 41 points for Berry. With 1:30 to go here. Shot up and good. Kendall Sadler, point guard for the Hornets. Here's Richardson. Going to get a blocking foul before the shot.
Richardson was trying to swing it out to Stacy on the wing, but was fouled before that. So Zach Keener will take the ball out of bounds for the Broncos. As the Broncos still up 72-49 with 1:20 here left in the third quarter.
Again, this third quarter, Jade's getting just like it was in the first quarter. There's not much offensive pattern going on. As soon as they get the ball in bounds, somebody's shooting it or driving to the basket. 17 fouls now on the Broncos. 3 team fouls called on the Hornets. Going to be keyed by Keener. Keener over to Wyatt. Back to Keener. Keener shot up. No good by Stacy. Again, rebound by Keener, up and good. So a nice putback by Keener.
He didn't quit on that one.
And looks like we got a foul after the basket, and it's going to be on Ben Ummel. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but
not received well by the Rossville fans.
Well, they said Ummel pushed somebody down there on the baseline after the basket went in. 74-49, 1:09 to go. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. So the Broncos will gain possession on the baseline here. Going to be keyed in by Roddy Richardson. He gets it into Wyatt. Stolen by Ummel.
Berry takes it right back.
Berry takes it right back at the half-court line. Back over to Richardson. Looks like Bundle's wanting to settle down. We got a double foul called underneath the basket as Shane Wyatt. And it looks like the Martin. Yeah, we got a double foul, which will go with a possession arrow. So we've got double foul, Shane Wyatt. And we've got a little extracurricular activity going on.
Both teams very fired up about this, as well as the fans.
Yeah, we've got some extracurricular activity going on. Looks like Ben Ummel and Shane Wyatt having a few words with Jesse Berry. Shane Wyatt ended up taking control here. Now we got both coaches at half court with the official. And I'm thinking it doesn't go with the possession arrow. It's called point of interruption. When you get a double foul, the possession still stays with the team that has it.
Wyatt in the air receives the pass and lays it in for 2.
Alley-oop by Wyatt. 76-49. We're just under a minute here in the third period. Shot up by Perkins is good by the Hornets. 76-51. 43 seconds to go. Berry open for a 3. It is good. Jesse Berry with another 3-pointer for the Broncos. 32 seconds to go here in the third period. Hornets on the attack. Here goes Perkins with a shot. Shot up by Elmo is good. So a nice assist there by Perkins of the Hornets. 19 seconds to go. Here's Roddy Richardson with the 3 up and no good. Rebounded by Tyler Wright. Here's a Perkins trying to take a shot. It's blocked. Barry's got the rebound. Couple Broncos down court. Barry's going to take it over to Richardson. 2 seconds. Here's a shot up and blocked by Keener. Keener tried to take a shot. It was blocked by Sadler for Rossville as the third period comes to an end. And this game is just getting wilder and wilder. Kendall Sadler, the point guard, senior guard for the Hornets, was leading the Hornets with 17 points. Aaron Martin has 11. Those two in double figures. And we're back with action. Sadler for Rossville on the attack. Here's a shot up and good by Tyler Wright. 79-55 as we open the fourth period here at the Crawley Center on the campus of Lafayette Jeff. Berry, a 2-point shot up and no good. And the Hornets again on the attack. Sadler gets it over to Brian Evans. He takes a shot up and no good. Rebounded by Shane Wyatt. Wyatt over to Berry. Berry looking for a 3. Fakes. Doesn't take the shot. Now into Shane Wyatt. 6-footer, no good. Good rebound there by Roddy Richardson. Good hustle. He gets it over to Berry. 3-pointer up and no good. Again, Richardson on the rebound. Great hustle.
Broncos maintain possession as number 20 for Rossville, Travis Perkins, last touched the ball.
Well, we're going to check on that because looks like one of the other officials is going to make, he said the guy closer had it. He did change the call, and I think that was the right call. It was knocked out by Roddy Richardson, but boy, what great hustle.
Of course, Scott Bono doesn't agree with that, but...
Yeah, I think he gave his opinion to the official.
He sure did, Lou.
I don't think it's worth mentioning, but here's a shot up by Tyler Wright, 79-57. Broncos still on top, 6:55 to go here in the ball game. Here's Berry trying to make a move, goes to the baseline, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Tyler Wright. Don't think he was in the act of shooting, so probably the ball's going to be out of bounds. Broncos will keep possession. 18 fouls on the Broncos, 16 fouls on Rossville, so the next foul called on the Hornets. And we'll have it 1-1. Zach Keener going to key in the ball for the Broncos on the baseline. He gets it out to Berry. Berry back over to Roddy Richardson. He takes a 3 up and no good. Rebounded by Dustin Griffey. He gets it over to Aaron Martin. Martin gets it over to Perkins. Perkins behind the back pass over to Wright. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Keener. Keener gets it to Richardson. Here's Berry, cross half court line. He's behind the 3-point line. Takes a shot up and good. Looks like it was just inside the line. 48 points now for Jesse Berry. Wyatt gets a steal. 81-57. Broncos on top. Now the ball over to Richardson. He's going to slow the offense down a little bit here. At the top of the key, guarded by Sadler. Here's over to Berry. Berry looks for a 3. Doesn't take it. Nice speed of passing by the Broncos, but thrown out of bounds through the hands of Zach Keener, out of bounds.
Colin Belting
gains possession.
Colin Belting for the Broncos will now come in, replacing Zach Keener.
Yeah. Belting, the starting quarterback for the Lafayette Jefferson football team. 5:45 to go, 81-57. Jeff on top. Here's Sadler going in for a layup. He runs into Shane Wyatt. And that was, I think he just ran into a brick wall there.
He sure did. Wyatt Had his feet firmly on the ground.
Wyatt just stood his ground. No foul. There was no blocking foul. Sadler just ran into him. It looks like he's the referees are checking. He's a little bit shook up, Jade.
Wyatt barely budged on that. Like he said, we're a brick wall.
No movement by the defense, so there's no foul on the defense. Triggered back in. Stolen. Martin gets it. Here goes Barry. Ball out of bounds. Sadler gets down quickly. No foul called. Again, unofficially, we have Jesse Berry with 48 points in this game. He's got 48 of the 81 Bronco points here in this contest. It's 5:30 to go here in the third period. Triggered into Wyatt. Wyatt up, no good. Gets his own rebound on the floor. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Dustin Griffey before the shot was taken. That'll be the 17th foul on the Hornets, and we're going to shoot a 1 and bonus. So Wyatt will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1 and 1.
Both teams in the bonus now.
And it looks like we got some other curricular activity going on again. We got Barry out to half court, shaking hands with Kendall Sadler for the Hornets. As we got Shane Wyatt shooting 1 and bonus. First shot up and good.
It's official, Lou. Jesse Berry now has the new school record for most points scored in the game, 48.
That information just came to us by Omar Masuda, the PA announcer. Again, Jesse Berry's just set a school record, breaking the school record of 45 points had by Brent Green. 48 points now.
As the Broncos come up with a rebound.
There's Roddy Richardson. 5:12 to go, 83-57. See what happens here as far as the point total. And there's Barry. There's number 5-0. Holy cow. How often do you call a game when a guy gets 50 points there?
Unless it's NBA, not very often.
Well, I'm very fortunate to have done this. 50 points for Jesse Berry of the Jefferson Broncos. And with Broncos with 4:50 to go, 85 points, Jade. It's not out of the question they could get 100. We'll see what they do here. They may try and hold the ball just as a class act, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do.
Not normally the Broncos style, but...
Nope, we're not going to run up the score here. We'll see what happens. As we got a foul called on Tyler Wright, and it looks like that's his 5th foul for the Rossville Hornets, so 5 fouls called on Tyler Wright. As he fouls out of the ball game, he's going to be replaced by Ross Deerdorf. Brian Evans in the ball game for the Hornets. He's replacing Dustin Griffey. So we've got 4:42 to go here. 85-57. Lafayette Jeff over the Rossville Hornets. And we've got a 1 and bonus as Shane Wyatt hits the first free throw. Now he's going to get the bonus. 86-57. Substitution for the Broncos. A pretty good running back for the Broncos football team, and Desmond Lake, number 20, Aaron.
Anybody who likes Bronco football knows that name.
Absolutely, Jade. Absolutely. Good to see him come out for basketball, too. Second free throw up by Shane Wyatt. Gets nothing but net. We have another substitution for the Broncos.
Jason Washington comes back in.
Washington, that's exactly right. So, as Coach Bunnell said at his halftime interview, he was going to play a lot of players here. The big question is how much depth do the Broncos have, and we're going to find out here real quick. Blocked shot. Wow. Blocked shot there by Washington.
Recovered again, however, by the Hornets.
Three-pointer by Martin, up and no good. Rebound, up and no good by Brian Evans. Here come the Broncos again. Barry still on the attack. He's being hawked by Ben Hummel. Blocked shot by the Hornets as Colin Boltnick tried to take a shot and it was blocked. Here's Sadler with a three-pointer for the Hornets. No good. Almost gets his own rebound. Shut up and no good by Aaron Martin. And Sadler right there for the rebound. So 87-59. We're just under 4 minutes to go here. Roddy Richardson on the attack for the Broncos. Gets it over to Desmond Lake. Lake takes a shot up and no good. As Aaron Martin with the rebound. A long pass down by Hummel. Up and good for the Hornets. That was Ben Hummel. 87-61, 3:34 to go here. As the Broncos are slowing the game down here, we'll see what happens as Richardson on the attack, being hawked by Sadler of the Hornets. Now over to Jesse Berry. Jesse with 50 points, and he gets fouled by Ben Hummel, so he'll go to the free throw line. Again, some extra curricular activity, a little bit of trash talking, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, but Jesse Berry's not really happy with what's going on.
Nor is Roddy Richardson, who is partaking in it.
So Berry going to shoot a one and bonus here with 3:20 to go. First free throw up and good, and he earns the second one. 88-61. 51 points for Jesse Berry for the Lafayette Jefferson Broncos.
Amazing.
As he's going to extend all-time record. Second free throw up and no good. Aaron Martin with a rebound for the Hornets here with 3:16 to go. He's going to go coast to coast, take a shot up and good, no good as it rolls away. Looks like that foul's going to be on Roddy Richardson as he reached in. Nope, check that. It's going to be on
Washington.
Washington, yep. Aaron Martin for the Hornets. A 6'5" senior hits the first free throw for the Hornets. 3:13 to go, 88-62. The Broncos of Lafayette Jeff on top. As we get some other substitutions, Jacob Yoakum, number 14. First time he's seen action for the Broncos. Second free throw good by Martin. 88-63, 3:08 to go here in the ball game. Richardson gets it over to Yoakum. Yoakum at the top of the key. He's being hawked by Martin. Now back to Richardson. Martin taking care of the defense up at the top of the key. Richardson going to take a layup. Loses control. Martin going for a layup. Shot up and no good, but he's fouled.
Desmond Lake, number 20.
That's what I always want to do. If you got a foul, you always got your name in the box score if you didn't score any points. So Mr. Lake, of course, he did have that field goal miss, that 8-footer down there he missed. So 2:47 to go here. 88-53, Lafayette Jeff on top. Free throw up and good by Martin. He's had a nice ball game. He had 9 points in the first half, had 11 points at the end of the third period, so he's got at least 12, and he hits 2 free throws. Substitution, Dustin Griffey back in for Martin with 2:47 to go. 88 points for the Broncos, Jade. I think they're probably going to set on this and not try and go for 100. Berry with the ball at the top of the key. He's being hawked by Ben Hummel. They're just dribbling the ball with 2:30 to go here.
Yeah, he's just staying back, dribbling the ball.
Richardson we got an illegal screen called on Jesse Berry. So an offensive foul called on the Broncos. That'll be the 10th team foul, but since it's called on the offense, they're going to take the ball out of bounds. So 2:25 to go here, 88-65, Lafayette Jeff. More substitution for the Broncos. Troy Ashley's in for Roddy Richardson.
And Nick
Stacy's going to be in for Jesse Berry, and I think Berry's had quite a game. As I told you earlier, he set a new record. 51 points scored tonight. Again, broke the all-time single game record by a Bronco. It was previously 48. Shot up and good. Nice shot by Brian Evans of the Hornets. 2:13 to go. 88-67. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. Now we got a foul called on Sadler for the Hornets. 10 team fouls now. Double bonus in effect for both teams.
So Ashley will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Troy Ashley, a 5'8" sophomore for the Broncos. Again, Brandon Williams on suspension for
violating the athletic code.
Yep. So he'll be back second game of the J&C Hoops. Be sure and stay tuned for the boys J&C Hoops here on Jeff 92. Jade and I have all the action beginning Monday at 6 o'clock. Lafayette Jeff will take on the Harrison Raiders.
Ashley's first free throw was in and out. Now he'll go for his second.
88-67, 2:06 to go. Second free throw up and good. So Troy Ashley on the board. 2 minutes to go here in the game. 89-57. Shot up, blocked, but a foul going to be called on Nick Stacy. I thought that was a pretty good block from my viewpoint here, Jade.
I did too, Lou. It looks pretty clean, but apparently the referee doesn't agree.
Well, we got Ben Hummel going to the free throw line for the Hornets. .157 to go, 89-57, the Broncos. Shot up and no good by Ben Hummel. Again, his brother Matt Hummel, also listed on the program, had a little bit of action. We didn't have that on the program. Shot up and good by Ben. 89-58, 1:56 to go here in the ball game. Broncos on the attack. Ashley, top of the key, does get called for traveling. Tried to get the ball over to Nick Stacy, and Nick moved and wasn't there. Hornets on the attack. Kendall Sadler bringing the ball up over the half-court line. He's being guarded by Desmond Lake. Now it looks Rossville on the attack. Over to Perkins. Stolen by Ashley. He's going up for a left-handed layup, up and no good. Desmond Lake with a rebound. Shut up and no good by Stacy. Again, Washington's shot blocked. Here's a layup going to be done by Travis Perkins. He's up and no good. And this game's getting pretty wild here as the ball almost out of bounds, but saved by Jacob Yoakum of the Broncos. Back over to Stacy into Washington, up and good.
Washington gets his first.
91-68. We're just at 1 minute. We're going to have a timeout called by Michael Gick, just to get a couple other players in, I think. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here, as we've just had history made here at the Crawley Center, with just to go on the clock here. 91-68. Rossville on the attack. Here's a three-point shot up, and good. Nice shot by Dustin Griffey for the Hornets. 91-71. Shot up and by Nick Stacy is good. A nice 17-footer by Stacy.
Stacy now getting
93-71. We're at 35 seconds to go. Shot up and good by Ben Hummel. And we're down to 30 seconds to go here, and I thought this was a nice gesture. Obviously, the Broncos really could have scored 100 points, Jade, but, you know, Coach Bunnell pulled them out a little bit, got the starters out. Got a foul called on the Hornets on Dustin Griffey. Troy Ashley going to get a double bonus here with 27 seconds to go. 93-73. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville.
Ashley's first shot is good. That brings him to 4 points on the night.
There's number 40, Wes Delks, a 6-foot junior coming into the game. This is when I used to go in, Jade. We were either 20 ahead or 20 behind, and it was under a minute. That's when I went in. Second shot up and no good by Ashley, but he gets his own rebound. It's a deep rebound here.
Stacy up for a three, no good.
Washington up for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Tanner Hack. 20 seconds to go here in the game. 94-73. Lafayette Jeff over Rossville. Broncos on the attack. Yoakum, nice pass into Stacy, up and no good. Goes out of bounds. Going to be awarded to the Hornets with 10 seconds to go. Three-pointer by Griffey, up and good for the Hornets. Looks like that's going to be the final score, 94-76. Last second shot, up and no good by Nick Stacy as this ball game comes to a close. And the final score, the Lafayette Jefferson Broncos open the 2008-2009 basketball season by beating the Rossville Hornets by a score of 94-76.
The last thing the Broncos want to do is foul, because fouling and stopping the clock is what the Raiders want most.
Yeah, but Waters missed the pair. Rebound is tipped out to the Raiders. Matthew with the top of the key to Waters. He won't shoot the three. 25 seconds to go. He was open. Now he shoots a contested three. Misses it. Rebound down low to Buchanan, and he scores on the putback. 17 seconds to go. Here's a long outlet pass to Fogarty. To Williams. Williams holds the ball and waits for a foul, and it comes from Christian Matthews. Matthews third. Williams to the foul line. Jeff by 4, 58-54 with 11.7 left in the ball game. Williams with 7 points. All 7 of those points here in the fourth quarter. He's 5 of 6 from the foul line in this quarter. And it's become a free throw shooting game, and the Broncos have responded down the stretch. As Williams makes the first of 2. He's got 8. 59-54. The one thing the Broncos do not want to do is foul a three-point shooter here down the stretch. That's really the only thing that could probably get the Raiders back in the ball game, as Williams missed the second. Here comes Matthews. Matthews pulls up for a long three, missed it short. Got his own rebound, fires another three, no good. And a putback is good by Helm, but it comes too late. In terms of the final score anyway, the bucket will count by Matt Helm, but too little too late for the Raiders. The Broncos prevail here, 59-56 against the Harrison Raiders here at the Crawley Center this evening. 59-56 the final. The Broncos improved to 10-3. They're now 4-1 in the